Okay, so just to add a little color to understand the white evangelical Christian Republican response to the Epstein file drama right now. If we haven't met, hi, I'm Emily. I'm an author, a religious studies nerd, and a former evangelical Christian specializing in the intersection of religion, gender, and sexuality. Also, in grad school, I wrote my master's thesis about human trafficking panics and the way that they contribute to the normalization of sexual violence in religious spaces. But just to add a little color to the response to the controversy here, whether it's QAnon or the Epstein files or whatever else, the existence of a secret, powerful cabal that is exploiting children, especially Democrats, but the existence of such a cabal is absolutely crucial to assuaging and alleviating the cognitive dissonance for white evangelical Christians about their own complicity in sexual violence and the ultimate emptiness and moral bankruptcy of purity culture, of basically their entire worldview. Because the only way to distract yourself from the fact that the problem is inside of your own house, or pretend that the problem is not inside of your own house, is to point at the problem as being out there. If it's out there, it's not in here, which is deeply not true, and also not how exploitation of vulnerable people groups work. The problem is actually everywhere. Like, one thing about the exploitation of women and children is that it does not discriminate by political party or theological persuasion. Now, the point of my whole first book is that there are certain cultures and theological persuasions that normalize and reinscribe that kind of abusive culture and abusive behavior. But at the end of the day, abusive people are abusive people, and they will find places to prey no matter where they are. But so to the point of the Epstein files, white evangelical Republican Christians were really, really counting on this to help alleviate that cognitive dissonance for them. Because they got eyeballs. They've been watching church too for the last 8 years, and it's something new every day. Hello, Michael Tate, their golden boy. Like, I gotta walk by the Southern Baptist Convention building every day on my way to work. You wanna talk about a powerful secret cabal? Anyway, they need these files to exist, and they need them specifically to implicate Democrats. Now, if the files exist, but if they exist, will they? Yeah. Again, this behavior does not discriminate. But now a lot of folks on the right are starting to, in some cases very publicly, grapple with the fact that if those files do exist, they will also very clearly implicate a lot of people on their side, including, most likely, their guy, the president, the one who was supposed to be leading the charge against the powerful cabal. So this is not just like an, oh, boohoo, we were lied to, that's upsetting sort of thing. This possibility undermines their entire worldview. And I don't just mean their like framework for sexual ethics. I mean like their entire worldview. Because within the right-wing evangelical Christian worldview, sexual ethics and the theology of sex and gender and the body and the family form the very basis of their broader ethical worldview. The body and the family are the vehicles by which you maintain homogeny